some work on our fronts. Again, make sure you've got your space. You are going to need your mat this time and a pillow. If in the classes you normally have a bigger pillow, then just see what cushions and things you've got around, and if you've got a little one to put under your pelvis if that's where you normally have one. So, coming down onto our mats, pillows underneath our forehead, so there's room for your nose. Feet are going to be hip width apart. Now, we're going to check out where this pelvis is. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to just remember what we get up to and where your body should be. So you want to take your fingers, pop them onto the bony bits in front of your pelvis, squeeze your buttocks and tilt the pelvis backwards, okay? So this is me down flat. You can see I've got an arch there. If I squeeze my buttocks, I straighten it out slightly. The other thing is I've also got a little gap between my fingers, mat and pelvis. This is going to change for each of us, but just a little bit more of a gap than if you let yourself sink down. So squeeze buttocks, tilt pelvis, keep that position with your tummy muscles on. We're going to start with the breaststroke prep. This is one that we do a lot, so hopefully feels familiar to you. So, forehead's on cushions, tummy muscles in as you breathe in. As you breathe out, shoulder blades back and down, arms hover by your side. Breath in, hold, breath out, down. I'll say again, buttocks on, tummy muscles in as you breathe in. As you breathe out, shoulder blades back, arms hovering by your side. Breath in, hold, breath out, down. Let's continue. Shoulder blades, arms, breath in, hold, breath out, down. Really make sure you're squeezing those shoulder blades as tight as you can, drawing those muscles together, forming good strong postures with your back muscles. Try and make sure those palms are facing into your sides when they come up. Working all the way down the backs of your arms. So, on that note, here's one for you all as a little treat. We're going to do our pulses. So, shoulder blades back and down, arms by your side, and off we go. 5 to a breath in, 5 to a breath out. Remember, up and down at the side of your body, little fingers leading, arms nice and straight. Decent movement from your shoulders, okay? Make it a pulse, make it worth the effort of you getting your mat out and clearing all the space. All the way to 100 if you can. Got no idea what number I'm on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep shoulder blades squeezed down your back. Keep going. I think I might have another 10 left to do. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Okay, so we're going to go again. This time we're going to do this with breaststroke prep level 2. So reminding you of that. That's shoulder blades back and down, arms long, head, neck and breastbone lifts, okay? Really important that you keep your buttocks on here so that when you come up you don't end up with a really big curve. If you're feeling pain in your lower back, this is where you can put a little cushion in under your pelvis just to help take off some of that curve. Okay, so breaststroke prep level 2, feet hip width apart, squeeze your buttocks, tummy muscles on. As you breathe out, shoulder blades back and down, arms hover, head, neck and breastbone hovers, breath in, hold, breath out, down. Couple of these. As I always say, try and make them 3 distinct movements. So shoulder blades, arms, head, neck and breastbone. Okay, so for you that want to, we're going to do this, we're going to do our pulses up at breaststroke prep 2, or if you'd rather, stick with your head down on the mat and pulse here. So tummy muscles on, buttocks on, shoulder blades, arms, head, neck and breastbone, and pulse. 5 as you breathe in, 5 as you breathe out. Long arms, shoulder blades squeezed. At any point that you want to, pop your foreheads on your cushions, all the way to 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep those little fingers leading, keep those arms straight, eyes looking down. Remember, resting your head when you need to. I think I've got 10 to do. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. Brilliant. Do have a shell stretch here if it feels good, or just let your arms waggle around where they need to be. Okay, my arms are telling me they've never done that before. It's funny what a week of no classes has done already. Okay, we're going to come in for the swimming exercise now. Hopefully you can see my feet as well as my arms. I can also see everything under my sofa, so that will need doing later. Foreheads back on cushions, feet hip width apart, arms up out in front of you. Check you've got space. I'm going to start with the arms, so tummy muscles on, buttocks on. Get that pelvis level. Breath in, hold. Breath out, reach. Breath in, hold. Breath out, down. Breath in, tummy muscles on. Breath out, reach. Breath in, hold. Breath out, down. So alternating side to side. Keeping those buttocks squeezed to keep it nice level as you can back. Obviously all our spines are different, but trying to keep those buttocks on as tight as you can to hold your position. Again, as we've done before, you can add in a tap here and a tap here. Again, trying to keep your middle as still as you can. Okay, we're going to go for the legs. So arms can be where they're comfortable. They could even be under your waist so that you know that you haven't sunk forward. Tummy muscles in as you breathe in, squeeze your buttocks, tilt your pelvis. As you breathe out, float and hover one leg. Again, bell bottoms aren't great for the demonstration. Remember, you want to try and keep the top of your thigh on the floor so that it's just your hip that's moving rather than your back. Okay? So alternating legs side to side. Trying to keep things nice and still and tight around your middle. Again, this is the one where you're imagining someone's pulling you away backwards along the floor, keeping things nice and tight. So let's do one more on each side. So we can add them together. So for swimming level 3, one arm opposite leg, breath in, hold, and down. Other side, breath in, hold, breath out, down. Really reach away, use those back muscles, get the stretch. And again, if you want to, you can add on some taps. Okay, let's pause ourselves there. We are going to come on to the one leg kick next. Again, arms can be relatively where you want them to be, wherever they're comfortable. Or if you're happy with them here, this is quite a good teaching aid for yourself. The aim with the one leg kick is to stop your pelvis rocking forwards and backwards into the mat. So by having your hands underneath it, you can just guide what's going on. So tummy muscles in as you breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to point, flex, point, and down. Tummy muscles on, point, flex, point, and down. So alternating legs, trying to keep that pelvis still by squeezing your tummy muscles in and squeezing your buttocks. The bigger the movement with your leg, the harder it is to keep things steady in the middle. So you can do it slowly and less vigorously to try and keep things steady. The other option to make life a little bit trickier is we can come doing this on our forearms. So forearm posture, elbows under shoulders, hands clasped in front, chins drawn in, shoulder blades down. Again, if you see if I sink down there, there's an awful arch in my back. If I lift up here, I've dampened the curve slightly. Okay, so I'm just protecting my lower back. So again, point, flex, point, and down. You will feel a bit of a stretch at the front of your legs. That's fine. We've just increased the tension there slightly. So eyes down in front of you. Obviously you don't have to be up here. You could be down on your fronts. Okay, level 2 is we've flexed, we've pointed, and then we're going to just straighten the leg and lower. Point, flex, point, straighten the knee and lower. Point, flex, point, straighten the knee and lower. So the top of the thigh again will still be on the mat, but you'll just feel the knee coming off as you lower. Point, flex, point, breath in, hold, and lower. Okay, once more. Hold and lower. Okay, lastly, we're going to do the swan dive level 2, which is our neck range of motion. Particularly if we're sitting doing a lot more watching and potentially reading, we're going to end up with a bit more of a pokey chin than we may do when we're up and about walking around more often. So we want to work at keeping those chins drawn in, working the muscles at the back of our necks. So feet hip width apart, back up and resting. If you want to have a cushion in underneath, then you can do, just to give you a bit less of a curve. Squeeze your shoulder blades, stabilise yourself with your hands. So you're going to let your chin come down onto your chest. You're going to keep your double chins going, draw them in, looking tall. Coming back down, letting the neck relax. So draw your chins in, keep the double chin as you straighten your neck, Keep the eyes down. We don't want to be here. We want to be here. And back down. At the same time, you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. You're squeezing your buttocks. And you're just breathing as you need to. What I would say, if you're not sure, and obviously I'm not there to adjust, if you are here when you're coming up, when you've got to the point that you think you're at your top, draw your chin in a bit more and you'll know whether you've got there or not. So come all the way up as best you think you can, then draw your chin in a bit more and then relax. Let's do 2 more here. Last one. And relax. Okay, this is a tricky one to finish with. We've just sort of started doing this in the class before we had to say our farewells. I won't turn the mat around, I'll just show you one-sided. So you're going to hold yourself tall, tummy muscles in, buttocks on. We're going to reach forward and we're going to swim round. Reach forward, swim round, reach forward, swim round. Switching sides, keep tummy muscles on, buttocks on. Reach and round, reach and round, reach and round. Okay, keep those buttocks working. Therefore, no matter how high you come here, you've protected your lower back, okay? Keep tall, though, that's the key. I'd rather you were up here than down here. Let's go once more to each side. Okay, and again, bring yourselves up gently into a shell stretch to finish.